to Hey, welcome to Grandpa's Random Reviews. We're zoomed in pretty good, aren't we? Got a different hat on today. Washed mine and it is still soaking wet. So here I am. I hope everyone is doing well out there. I realize that there is nobody here at the moment, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and go with it anyway in case anybody's watching the live replay. So anyway, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, howdy. Howdy either way. Anyway, this just happened to, I was going to do these lives on Tuesdays here on Grandpa's Random Reviews, and just so happened it fell on Prime Day. So, what better thing to talk about than I got like 5 things plus one extra thing that happens to be part of the Prime Days deal. So, and it's, let's see, all but one of them I have personally reviewed, but one of them, the person that I did watch a review on, is a professional photographer, so he knows what he's talking about, and it's something that we all can use, and some of us already have it. Anyway, we are going to jump into it, and if anybody comes in, I'll say howdy. If anybody is here, howdy. So I don't know if there's anybody here or not. So let's just get to it and see what happens. Let's see. I've got some tabs open down here to add to the screen. Let's see. Move that from the studio because I don't want to get mixed up. If y'all want to check this out. This didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it to because apparently I'm logged in on the same account, but y'all check that out. Howdy. So that screen, well, let's see, that screen right there was supposed to be big because I was going to try to make it all neat and cool and say something like, hey, y'all scoot on up here and we'll check it out. And then I was going to just zoom in and then switch cameras back to the main camera. Actually, I was going to add the other screen. So anyway, I tried, y'all. What can I say? anyway, you can kind of get to see my little desk over here. Anyway, I don't think I have. Let's see. Actually, it's fairly organized today, which is unusual. Usually, I have stuff laying everywhere. But okay, I admit I kind of cleaned it up a little bit because the camera was going to be over here. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's kind of cool though, because you can't share two cameras on StreamYard without paying for the paid account. So anyway, that kind of looks weird, doesn't it? But I wish you could make me right here, me little, and make him over there big. But it just ain't working out that way. Oh, we could do it like that, but it just won't let me. I guess because I am signed in on the same um, account. I wonder since I'm just here rattling to myself and nobody's really here watching, let's just learn something together. If y'all are into live streaming, let's see. I am. Why is that delayed? Okay, there we are. Had a little delay on that. I wonder. Well, I'd have to be logged in because I don't even see me. Um, oh, I could remove myself from the chat. Oh well, there's two watching. Probably me and myself. That's okay because somebody may watch the replay. So anyhow, let's move on. Here we go. Let's add this to the stage. We will go ahead and remove that. And this, my friends, is my monitor. If you want to look real quick, uh, if you'll see it right here, this is that monitor. That's one that I have reviewed. Let's see. There we go. Let's make me little. Let me put myself down there a little bit. Oh, I had that blurred, didn't you? But anyway, y'all check out that price, $219. That is a Prime Day deal. What is it? 29% off. So that is actually a really good monitor. The only drawback to it, if you're into gaming, um, it doesn't. The refresh rate is. Let's see. Does it say what the refresh rate is? I think on gaming they say it should be like 165 hertz. And this one, let's see. Does it say anywhere? I think it's. I want to say 70. It doesn't even say. Blah, 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 blah. I should know more about it, shouldn't I? Especially if I'm going to be talking about it. But it is, the colors in it's really good. And for the price. But if you're not into gaming, I don't see you spending like $499, y'all. That's a, that's a lot of money for a monitor. I don't even know if I'm still on the list down here. Let's see. No, I'm not even on the carousel. But that's okay. You can still click the link to it. Let's see, I guess I could put the link, couldn't I? I'm just curious. Let me do something here. Display settings, monitor one. $60 hertz. Yes, 60 hertz. Okay. So it is a 60 hertz monitor. there you go. It does a fine job on watching video and editing video, especially. Um, yeah, good stuff. But I was going to look. I need. Let's see. Let me get to this folder. I can get the link because why are we doing this if we don't post the link? So there is a link. One bad thing about this big of a monitor is you wind up chasing your cursor down. If that shows up, there you go. There is the link to that. If you're interested in checking out this monitor further, but it's got a really nice stand on it. But I had got a dual stand that clamps onto the back of your desk with those two monitors. And I wound up getting that, so I don't use the stand that it comes with that, but actually it's a pretty nice stand that you slide up and down and you can turn it portrait mode. So that's pretty cool. Now, another deal that I wished I would have known was going to put this on if they was going that they, I wished I'd have known they was going to put this on Prime Day because it would have saved me some money. Well, it wouldn't actually save me money. However, I would have gotten a better one. Oh, yeah, there's the video. Um, let's see. Do I have to switch that every time? Well, share screen. Yes, I guess I do. I figured it would. Let's see if we can share the screen. That might be what I did. Let's see. See if this works. That yeah, yeah, that's going to work much better, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Let's just. I'm just curious. Yep, that's what I should have meant. Let's share the screen instead of windows. So, yeah, there's a difference. Anyway, um, if y'all want to watch that, feel free to. I guess I could, if you want to use since apparently it is no longer on the product page itself. I don't have that one saved. That's all right. The main thing is, if you're looking for my, you don't need to watch my review. Well, actually, we could, let's see, copy. Oh, I can copy it right there, can't I? Right. If you want to watch that review, feel so, if you feel so inclined to watch that review, be my guest. Just watch it later. Come back to it. Let's move on. Back to what I was talking about. I could have got bigger and better. This is I I watched several reviews on these SD cards, and I've always used SanDisk. They've always been good. Now there is one or two that is comparative to this, and made out of one of them made out of metal. It's tough, tough. made that. Can't remember if it was Sony. It was a big brand name made that SD card, and the specs were about the same. But I've just always used SanDisk and never had a problem. Well, one card I did have a problem. But anyway, this is for the V90 version right there. If you're going to be recording in 4K and 5 and 8K, because I think the GoPro 11s and stuff are 5K, but like your phone, well, my phone, what is this? Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, it records in 8K. So you need the V90. V30 is what I had, and when I go to record in 4K on my Canon camera, it would freeze up and say the write speed was too slow, and that bites because I do reviews. Some of the sellers want the video done in 4K, so I kind of had to get a card that can handle doing 4K. Yep. But I could have got away with a V60, which was a little bit cheaper, but not much cheaper. So I just went ahead with V90, and the card that I got is a 64. That's what I'm saying. I think mine was like $69. Or well, actually, they have it. Well, they don't have it in Prime Day. But look at that, 6236. And most of the time, your memory cards like this, you double the size, you double the price. So that one right there is a good deal. It's only $30 more instead of like $60. I don't know math. Let's see, 62, almost double. But 99 bucks for a 128 gigabyte. 64 gigabyte is okay, but I have noticed I've done two separate reviews. At home, I can walk it over on the computer to edit and take it off the card. But if you're out in the field and doing reviews, if you do one review and you do another review, the card's almost full. Unless you're making really short videos, you're not really going to have room to do three. Depending on the length and the detail, that's what you're going to. But y'all know that if you don't watch it, you know me, I tend to rattle a little bit. I've tried to cut that down some, but I would honestly recommend the 128. And if you can afford it, the 256 would even be better. But man, you're talking was 256 $99, and that's a lot of money for a memory card. But good Lord, look at the 512, $523. You better be making some good money or something just for that big or that much. Size is great. Anyway, I think the 128 for most people would be fine. And if you're doing your photos and video, if you're going on vacation or something, I highly, highly suggest having two of them. This is a V30, and it is I don't know, I think it's a 128. Yeah, it's a 128. So if I go somewhere, I'll take that one. And the V30 is fine for taking pictures and storing data on. You can use those for just storing documents. It doesn't have to be pictures and video. You can put music on if you want. Um, well, karaoke machines, for instance, you can put a SD card in some of those. But anyhow, I wish somebody was here. That way, I would know if I was audio was all right and everything. Just look on. Let me open the sound, make sure I have muted the headphones because they hear myself. So we should be good. The audio should be fine. I hope so, anyhow. Anyway, if you're just taking pictures, 1080 video or 720, anything under 1080, B30, B60 is better. The B90 is the big dog. It's the fastest SD card currently available. Probably going to have them faster before long. But, and the write speed and the read speed is a lot higher. So as you see, 8K and 4K video. So if you drop down to the, okay, this is the smaller one, 32 gigabyte. I don't recommend that one. I really don't. I mean, it's strictly the pictures. The only advantage to the V90 is your write speed. But let me tell you one thing. On the read speed, you have to have a SD card reader that reads that fast. If you I just have this run of the mill El Cheapo card reader, and it won't get the speed that these cards are capable of running. So just that would do as well. But anyway, y'all, that 128 gigabyte for $99.99 is a good deal. As you can see, I just paid what, 62.36. Purchased another variation. Let's see, does it view item? Here's what I would order for 64. What does that say? 10 options from 72, 76. I think I paid, I want to say 69. I think it was, well, that says, well, it doesn't really say. I thought a while ago it said $62 or something. Anyway, yeah, that's enough on SD cards. But for real, y'all, if you are interested in the SD card, there is video, like my review. If you open up a new tab and watch it later, it's totally up to you. There is the link to that. Did I share the link to the product itself? I mean, it was going to do look at it. It not have the product link. So come on, Brandon, get it together, sir. I should have had all these open. So copy SD card 128. And there is the link to that SD card if you need one like that. Now, keep in mind, this is not like a micro SD card. You can put in your phone or active camera. It's a full size. You see the card. That's the SD card. Let's see. You won't be able to see. Let me open that. Maybe that'll zoom in. Anyway, you can kind of see where the SD card is down here. That is the SD card, the micro. And the card that I'm showing you now is full size, this size. It's really what you need to use the cameras. This right here works. It's just high speed, it's slow. And it will do 4K, but not very long. I kept having the issue. It would run for about a minute, and then it would say that it was too slow. Don't need slow SD cards. That is for sure. Now, move on. bigger and better. Actually, it's not bigger and better because I need that to go with this one. Where is it? Oh, wrong screen. Okay, there we go. $249.99. If you are looking for a GoPro, the GoPro 11s or the GoPro 12s, I really don't know anything about. The GoPro, I've used the 8, got the 9. No, I've used the 7, and I have the 9 and 11. Used that 7 anymore. I think 7. It was a good one. With the 9 and the 11, the only drawback to them, if you use them outside, I wonder what I'm doing. If you're using them outside, you tend to get overheated after 10 minutes. So, especially if I have a mod on there, so for microphone mod. But really, $249.99, and you get the end, and looks like another little holder. Mat. No, that mat goes to that holder, doesn't it? Yeah, that will go click through that. Anyway, there is the GoPro 11, and that's what I use. And like I said, it does overheat. What I was talking about, the SD cards, they'll use the micro SD card, the regular SD card that most everybody uses. You can't use the camera and this. But I don't know if you have watched any of my videos with, on Dirty Shoes Adventures. If you're watching those, most of those are shot with GoPro. If you're outside, honestly, other than your camera that you got with you on video, um, the GoPro is. What did I do with it? I thought I set it right there. Oh, I got it mounted over here on the tripod. So there is the GoPro 11. But see if there's a little bit of difference there. This you can throw it in your pocket. Your phone you can't do, and your phone is always going to have with you. So the phone is actually your best traveling companion for as far as camera goes. Yeah, but if you know you're going to be out walking trails, and I mean, I know phones are supposed to be waterproof, but I'm not going to take my Galaxy phone and dip it down in the water just because it says that I can, because there's a possibility that not be 100% waterproof. Whereas the GoPro, it is, unless you wear out the power button like I did on my 9. Power button, the rubber over it. If you use that a bunch, especially if you use the tip of your finger like your fingernail, you will wear the button down. A lot of waterproof thing. I don't know what's inside there, but I think once you got that rubber cover off, you probably would be an online bind and ruin your camera. But if you know you're going to be out and about and whatever, um, I say get this $249.99. You can mount these on. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all have YouTube channels. You use cameras to record. Get that link right there. If y'all are wondering, that is the Amazon Associate Site Stripe. See, I can click that link right there and then get the affiliate link. share that, and then I get a small commission. Not a big commission. Commission. Everything helps. Anyway, what time is it? 2:30. I'm trying to go about an hour, but I want to run through this stuff. I realize it to myself, but if you're watching this, I'm not talking to myself, so I don't feel so bad. So anyway, that's the GoPro 11. Um, I can't compare it to the 12. Let's just look real. Um, I'm just curious. Is GoPro 12? We can get just the GoPro 12 for not much more, huh? But you did get the head strap. Limited time deal. Okay. Hey, the GoPro 12, um, that honestly may be the way to go. I don't know how the 12 works. Let's see. Didn't they? No, don't really know big changes. But I personally would probably go watch some reviews on the 12. And you might find a review comparing the 11 to the 12, see what the differences are. But 299. Let's see. Does it have a bundle kit? There's 11. So it's $50 more. I don't know though. Honestly, I would have to watch some reviews to see if it's worth the $50 extra because between the 9 and the 11, just wasn't a whole lot of change. This they upgraded the stability of it, but man, the 9 did a great job. So I would compare them, but I don't know. $249.99 for the 11 that includes the head strap, or hold on just a second. Um, but I'd watch some videos just to see what which one's better. I would check them. What's that? 408.49. You get quite a bit of stuff, but honestly, since we're just talking here, the wrist strap you would probably never use. One on the far upper right hand corner, and a bunch of these different mounts. You probably never use them. The only thing that I can see that you might use is the chesty and the mount right beside it because those have a suction cup. I do have one of those, but the suction cup does not stick real well. On glass, it does okay. Well, you are getting a 64 gig SD card there, but the chesty, they make better things. I've got a magnet one somewhere. It's just on a lanyard with a magnet. It's got the GoPro mount on it. So, and you can just put it right there and you don't feel like you're wearing a bra. But if you're doing like action, like fishing and stuff like that, that is great. I have one and I've used it a few times when I was out fishing. The little tripod right there, Yeah, that you probably use because you can use those as you see. But mine's a different one. But as you can see, you can take that and hold it out like that and do vlogging right there on that. So that tripod you probably would use, but some of that other stuff, honestly, I'm probably not going to use. I'm not saying not. I'm not saying everybody would use, it, but most people don't. Looks like you get one battery too. So I don't know if that's such a great deal. That's a lot of money though. Yeah. Did the one that we was looking at? Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Joe? We lost it. Yeah. Okay. See the 249. That's another thing. You're going to get two batteries, and those batteries are not cheap because I had to buy an extra one. And then I got a couple bought by a very nice person. Um, but yeah, I would personally, I would watch a review on the 12 and see if there's find one that compares the 12 to the 11, and then use the best judgment. Just if I was just going to buy one right now, immediately, I would go with the 11. I know what it is, and I told you the main thing about them is they get hot, and I'm not real sure the 12 might work. The 9 did. The old ones, like the threes and the fours and older ones, I don't think they had the heating problem, but the the guts of it, your processor in it, your mine went blank. Everything is requires a lot more power, which more power, more heat. So, but there are other alternatives to the GoPro, and that's Osmo action cameras. DJI makes a good one. But I just use the GoPros. I mean, that's what I had, and that's what I used. All right, the next item we have up here. Well, there was the video for going with it. And I tell you, two things to consider. Let's watch this. So anyway, you can kind of see that well, that's an awful face. That's not so bad. But oh, just remember, was I fixing to say something important? Okay, you got to have a computer able to process it. But anyway, there it is. I, see. I'm all this stuff, y'all. I am not trying to talk you into buying. I'm just telling you that it's a pretty good deal going on right now. it's your call. Everybody has their own budget. And if you can't afford to go Pro 11, there is some decent little action cameras that are fairly cheap. The biggest, some I have reviewed, I would have to go back through. I think I've reviewed two or three little action cameras, and they're cheaper, and the picture quality is actually pretty good. The what is not the same is the stability. Now, if you're going to be putting it on a tripod, that big a deal. But if you're going to just carry it with you and hold it and vlog or video you fishing, carrying it with you on a chest, and that's the huge difference right there. Because a lot of the sensors, even in the cheap ones, are pretty good. That's the word I was trying to use for. Well, look, I'm trying to think of a while ago when I was talking about overheat. The GoPro got higher, from 7, 8, 9. The sensors got bigger, and that requires more power, which requires more, causes more. Anyhow, there you go. Now, this, my friends, I thought, let's see. Okay, $80 coupon there. I was thinking I saw it for like $2.99. Yeah, you can apply that $80 coupon. I thought it was a Prime Day deal. Well, I'm sorry, y'all, but anyway, if you want what looks like, I didn't review this one. Um, David Manning did. If y'all have not ever watched him, he does a pretty good job. It's mainly technical, camera gear and things like that. But looking at the quality of the night video, that is an amazing dash cam. How you doing, Pork Chop? Yeah, I'm just I had like 5 things picked out that I don't know. And it's all of except for this one I reviewed. And I watched this one last night, and I would have swore it was on the Prime Days event, but it does have an $80 coupon. Some of those dash cams that I've reviewed are like 189, $199. And this one is yeah, but if anybody wants to watch that video, see, share, copy that. Y'all can look up David Manning yourself if you want. But, yeah, pork chop. I'm mainly just been sitting here and just rattling to myself. Somebody's watching it on the replay, which somebody else. I don't know if they're watching it. I guess you probably couldn't hear a word I said because we were kind of talking over each other. Anyway, said sitting there kind of talking to myself. He would make a good pool boy for me. I don't know how big of a guy he is, but um, he looks like a little fella. Some of his videos, he, if you wanted some good ideas on reviewing and camera gear and things like that, uh, he's pretty good. But a lot of his videos, it's him and his wife and his kids, like out at the beach and stuff, and he's a little fella, you know. So yeah, you'd be able to make sure he does the job if he's going to be out doing the pool. You and man down where he's at, probably really needs to cut the pool right now. But anyway, I do have a link. Like I said, this is my Amazon link. As y'all can see, I'm clicking on it, and there's that. I put all this stuff on my notepad, and so I can copy and paste it. This is easy to click on that, and it doesn't give it. I don't think there's anything up there giving any personal information or anything. I don't even see a login thing. Oh yeah, over there, isn't there? Let's- But there's no personal information. You can see my links now. The giveaway tool and manage videos, Amazon Vine. I'm not a big fan of that no more, but it's what helped me get started. Anyway, y'all, if y'all are looking for a good dash cam, that is definitely a good one. And why I really kind of sold on it, I mean, it is expensive, but I tell you what, when I had my wreck, when I sent the clip of the wreck to the insurance company, there's no questions. And in this video, he's talking about his wife had got a new Kia PV, and got satisfied. He didn't have the camera in there yet, and I'm telling you, them cameras can hurt you or they can help you. If you're in the wrong, it's hard to deny. You don't want to maybe mention that you do have a dash cam if you're in the wrong, but odds are the other person's going to. So honesty is the best policy. How long does the Prime Day promotion last? Are the prices better than Black Friday? What I saw this past Black Friday, like the Friday prices that I saw at Walmart, not that great. They were like 10, 15% off. So I'm saying, and Walmart, was it Walmart? I think Walmart's supposed to be trying to compete with Amazon on this Prime Days. So I mean, you can compare prices. I did look like the GoPro I was showing like it was 249. I looked at Best Buy and it's 249 or 259 on Best Buy, but you don't get it with a headband, come with a head strap and two batteries. So Amazon's the best bet on that. But anyway, like I said, the guy that did the review on this, he's a professional photographer, and he's talking about the Sony sensors, and they are really good. But on like most of the dash cams I've reviewed are not this high end of quality. They don't have that Sony Stratus uh, in them. Sony Stratus. Let's see, what is it called? Stratus. The Stratus 2 sensor, but it's by Sony. But if you run across a dash cam that does have one, that Sony Stratus 2, it's going to be good as far as like image quality. And this is a third-channel one. If you don't need that third channel, which is the inside of your vehicle, then I wouldn't spend extra money on it. But if you do any kind of ride sharing, if you got kids, there's different reasons. But he has a Sprinter van, and he was talking about if they're in the van and getting somebody's loading, like Walmart, if somebody's loading their stuff back in, they can video them. So if they screw something up, they're on video. There's different reasons. Anyhow, that would be a good one. I know it's high though, but that would be a good one. So on to the next thing. And oh yeah. Now I got sent an email last night. Now this is $169.99. This is a really nice set. Now, I told them that I would share their little poster, so let's share their little poster. See if I can. I told them I would, so I will do it. Present. How am I going to do this? Stop sharing. Okay, let's see if I can remove this. Okay, hold on. Share screen. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, right there it is. Because I told it I would do it. So there you go. 45%, up to 45% off of these knives. And I'm telling you, they show the picture of this. It's kind of deceiving, if you ask me, but it shows the bulk of it. But that is a nice set. I did review this set, and my mother has it. And those are sharp knives, y'all. Let's see, present, share screen, back to this one, window. There we go. There we go. But I'm telling, this set is not on the Prime days. So that's why I say it's poster's a little deceiving. We'll go to their store right here. If you scroll down, they have individual knives. Those are what's on the Prime day. Now, a knife like that, I'm not a chef. I don't know. I don't know what you use that for. That one, if I was going to be cutting up chicken or something, but I'm not cutting up chicken. Um, I guess if you're just chopping meat, oh, I guess I could roll through a little slower. But 17.99, and oh, I really like the handle of that knife. But these are really sharp, and the set like I did up here. I think it was this one. Let's see. No, this obviously is not it because the set that I did that my mom has now, right into the back there, has a sharpener built into it. I don't think it was that one. No. What? Let's see. Doesn't look like I'm almost. We'd have to go back and watch the review. Anyway, I thought it had a sharpener on it. Anyway, it's the individual knives that they have on here that are. So if you need like what do they call that? A sharp kitchen cooking knife, whatever you. I know what a paring knife is, and I use that. Um, of course, steak knives and stuff, but they are sharp and they're pretty. They're nice knives. They're not like cheap and flimsy. But anyway, see, like that knife, I have. Oh, it's for chopping vegetables. Do I look like I eat a lot of vegetables? Actually, I do eat more than I used to. And I know what that one is. That one you eat meat, like sausage or like, I don't know, brisket. I guess you could cook up some brisket with that. But meat cutting knife. That's kind of like a fillet knife, isn't it? Anyway, that's what their Prime Day deals are on the knives. They're not what they had in their poster. A little deceiving, but they're good knives, y'all. And anyhow, pretty good deal. This is a nice knife set, but I would have never really thought. I could be wrong. My set has a short point. I just used it the other night. But anyway, if y'all want to check it out, I'll put a link in there. You can check it out. Never mind. More set. Did I miss something? How long does it, or the price? I don't, I don't know. The smaller set. Is that a small set? 15 piece. It has the steak knives and the paring knife. It has the scissors. And those scissors are sharp. Yeah, they have the individual knives that's on sale. Let's just look at this for a minute. I'm curious now. Okay, I don't see a sharpener back there. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I don't see a sharpener back there. I thought there was a sharpener back here, but I'm wrong. My bad. It is a nice set. I even put it on a little thing to go roundy round. Hmm. Oh, my bad. So anyway, now I got one more thing that I was going to show you, and it's on Prime Day special. Look at that. Well, I don't get excited. I mean, I get excited and I'm happy about certain things. Man, I'm telling you, this was fun, and it is still fun. And do have this on their Prime Day deal. It's down to 303.99. It's regular like 400. Now I'm learning more about them. So there's some things that I've learned, but this one actually has a lot of what the really expensive ones do. But I know safety is a big thing, but for me, speed is a big thing. And a lot of the electric scooters that you look at, even the six, 700,000 dollar ones, have a speed of 18. I know they actually make some that go 72 miles an hour. Can you imagine riding like that at 72 miles an hour? That's way too fast. I would like one that can run about 30 to 35, because especially if you really legitimately using this to go back and forth to work and, you want to ride down the highway. But at 35 to 40 miles an hour, you could ride down a little boulevard, not a highway, but a little boulevard, um, and not worry about, or not worry as much about getting run over because you're going slow. This one will run about 22 miles an hour with me. Maybe if you put like somebody a lot smaller, a lot lighter weight, it might run faster. I don't know. The grandkids hadn't been over to ride it. I'm kind of surprised, but with them not having cars and stuff, it's kind of hard for them to do that. But the higher end ones do have dual brakes, and some of them have bigger tires, have air in them, which the air would make it ride better. But this one, it rides pretty good, y'all. The shock, I like it. I didn't pay for it. It was a review item, so I really like it for the price. But even not considering that, if I was looking at it, I would highly consider this one, especially right now. Of course, I don't know what other ones probably do, but using this one and riding this one, I would, I do recommend it so far. I'm going to do a follow-up review probably in about another 4 months, 4 or 5 months. I was wanting to do it at 6 months. So whenever I release that video, I'm going to try to do it in 6 months. I'm trying to make little notes on it. As I just mentioned, one of my notes would be that it does not have the dual brakes. And it has the 10-inch tires, and they're solid. But that has its pros and cons. If you're just going to be riding on the sidewalk and on the street and stuff, you don't need the air. Granted, Air does, I think on one they call it pneumatic tires, which means they're just air. Would make the ride a little bit better. But this one right on the sidewalks here is fine. Some of them do have blinkers. The blinkers is down here on the side. Let's see. If I put my, they're down here on the side. The young man that when I was riding this last time, I stopped talking to him. His has blinkers on right down here, but they're kind of at an angle. They're not sticking out like you would think motorcycle blinkers. But it does have a brake light and it does have a headlight right there. So you know, there's your specs on 21 mile range. That's another little test I want to do. I have to get somebody that will be available to come pick me up because at some point I'm probably going to wait till it cools off a little bit. I want to get on it and just ride it until it dies and see it in the real world. That 21 mile range, I don't know how it is. That's probably under perfect conditions, smooth background. So who knows? They should have a basket on there. No, license? No, you do not have to have a license. You don't even have to have a license. No, here if they do so, I know they probably do in your area. The little motorcycles, growing up, we would call it like little 50s and stuff like that, CC motorcycles. They're making like crotch rocket looking ones now, only they're small. You don't have to have a license for those until they reach over a certain displacement, certain horsepower or CC. But I know somebody that sells them or did sell them, had them up at their station, and he said the cops won't even write a ticket for him because you have to go crawl under it and look under the bottom side and a little print stamp on it. It says the CC on them. So the cops don't even know with it. Them things run 60 miles an hour. Running around town, that's, of course, if you're out on the big highway, you're going to do that. But city streets and stuff like that, man, you don't have to have a license. State of Mississippi, and I moved there one summer when I think I was 19. So 1984 or somewhere in there. You didn't have to have a motorcycle license down there. As long as you had a vehicle license, you didn't have to have a motorcycle license at all. Here, for the little, like these little scooters and then the little motorcycles, you don't have to have them. It, it's no different than an electric bicycle, and you can ride those anywhere you want to. I know they have designated. They put in designated parts of the street on the shoulder, on the side for bicycle lane. They have legally they have the right to ride there, but there's some of these bicyclers that I watch. I'm a bicycler, not so much anymore, but I used to have a big sanctioned ride there called the Hotter Than Hell November. I have it every year, and they've had it for I don't know 30 years. And it's a big event, probably the biggest event Falls has. Um, but so say I'm a biker, so I understand. But just because something is legal doesn't make it smart. Because if you're gonna ride down a busy street and you're riding in your designated lane for bicycles, you get run over, who cares if it was legal or not if you did? Or injured beyond recognition and wind up being paraplegic or something. And what does it matter? It doesn't matter if it's legal or not. So even if it is legal, let's use common sense. I'll be riding down a busy main street in the 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, in the big cities, it's the other day. Ain't no way I would ride one of these out there or anything. Now I get what you're saying. A basket on there for your stuff. They actually, you can get, this one don't have it, but you can buy a seat that you can put because of the flat deck. They clamp onto the sides of the deck, and some of them do have baskets on them. So you can get an open basket. I don't know if you had a bicycle when you was a kid, but your little basket on the front of your bicycle. I think my sister did. But it's a basket similar to that, and then they have enclosed boxes like you see on motorcycles and stuff. Um, the only thing that I want to get, and they actually have one, this company has one right there. I do want to get that right there, something similar to that, because you have to have somewhere to put your keys and your wallet and things like that. Now I've got a phone holder. It's technically not a phone holder. I mean, it is a phone holder, but a big, it's a big mount. But it works for now. Um, but you can buy all kinds of accessories. Uh, oh, here. So see, you can get those right there and stuff like that one. And you can put a cooler or whatever. Oh, you can put your little peaches up there. You might need more than one, but $22 for that little holder. Anyway, you see, like that picture shows right there. Some of them have like, oh, that's a funky looking one. That's more like an e-bike there. That's not even a scooter. Anyway, they do have seats that mount on these. Um, uh, seat. See, you can get those right there. $66 though. And they just clamp onto the edges of the platform. And that's another thing that I never really thought about. When I get ready to review this again, one of the things is the width, length of the platform. To see how these scooters, they have the baskets made on them. So I mean, you're between a e-bike and a scooter with something like this, which I think is really cool because I rode about 6 miles, I think, and about 3 or 4 miles of that, I wound up having to switch my feet around, you know. But on these, you could stand up, and you got tired of standing up, you could sit down. By, by the time you got all the accessories you need, that's twice the amount. That's true. That's why I'm not the only the only thing that I'm interested in right now. I have a phone holder, and mine anyway, and a lot of the other ones have apps. You have to have an app because it has the speedometer on it, the battery indicator, it's little LED lights. The app you can actually map, see where you've gone, like a GPS, and it puts your actual percentage of the battery, remaining battery on. But I don't. I guess if you ride one a lot, you might get the seat. It might be worth it. But me right now, all I need is the little. I don't need a storage bag that big. I know that's a 15.99 in it, but that, the more you add on there, the more wind it's going to catch. And just something like that is all I need. Anyway, $303. That's if you're looking for one, and I've thoroughly really enjoying this. I'm using it for my Dirty Shoes Adventures YouTube channel because I've got Scooting Adventures. It's a playlist I'm working on. I think right. Anyway, I just thought it'd be fun. It's going to be better when it's not 110 degrees outside. When we get down to the 70s, I will be doing a lot of Scoop adventures, Dirty Shoes adventures, and yeah, there it is. That was my main thing. There's no review if anybody has anything about watching that. If you haven't watched it, what do you do? Use the app checking the battery. Yeah, it will show. It'll actually show the percentage of the battery left. The yeah, I'll tell you something cool about this review is they actually, when you look on Amazon on the desktop anyway, it will show like the pictures down the side and then down at the bottom of the picture. Listen, see, like right here, pictures right there. Look at there. Look at the first video on there. Oh man, look at that. I don't know that. I thought it was kind of cool, but anyway, okay, right there. Stop. Right there. Yeah, my cursor's moving, isn't it? Is your battery indicator. But with the app, it actually shows the percentage. And right here, the S shows that you're in sport mode. It has cruise control. Yeah, this is your throttle. You just hold that down for, they say 30 seconds, but I've done it for 30 seconds and it's not set. And I've done it for longer than it's set. Anyway, it shows your speed right there. You push that power button, hold it in to turn it on and off. But if you just hit it, it turns the headlight, see a little headlight, and it's all right. I rode it one evening, or just to see how bright it was. It'll light it up, not you know real fast, but I thought about. I've got a headlamp. I thought about mounting it on there, but I don't plan on riding this at night. It's got the brake light, and when you squeeze the brakes, it blinks. But there again, use a little common sense. You don't want to be riding something like this after dark. I mean, if you're riding on a sidewalk, or so somewhere where there's no cars, because people nowadays don't pay a lot of attention, you know that. But anyway, that is it. I went a little over my hour, but okay. Um, let's see. Do I have man videos? Where is? And actually, this is under info. See what others see. Here we go. Is there anything? It's anyway, you can share the link, copy link, and this is my entire storefront right there. If you're interested in watching, we'll receive a commission. You go watch, say about some smoke detectors, Power Owl 9-volt battery. If you go watch that video and then you go buy a $1,000 camera, I'll get a permission from that camera. You don't necessarily have to watch what the video is or what the product is on the video. You don't necessarily have to buy that product. If you go buy something else, we get a little bit of it, not much, but a little bit, and every bit helps. And that's that. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people doing Amazon lives today. I'm not real sure how to do that. It's on your phone, but maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. Um, I don't know if you saw this a while ago or not. Pork chop. I must say. Yeah, that thing was kind of different. It did sizes up there on your temples though, and that didn't feel good. It looks like a fly, doesn't it? But there's a lot of. I think it says 400 or 507 posts. But yeah, you go way. I'm still got this right here. I'm gonna keep it. I've got it sitting over here beside me. So, anyway, there. What earlier, if anybody's watching this and heard me talking about the monitors, there's the dual monitor stand that holds your two monitors. Excuse me. Often. That's kind of a cool drone. I just wish it had better image quality. Anyway, did I? No, I didn't share it yet. Let's see, paste. There is the link to the storefront. There's a lot of stuff on it. At one time, I tried to get this stuff organized. Um, I didn't do very. Yeah, I was going to put that on there. I tried to that. I tried to make it like this one where I was just a little me down there, and then the other screen was the bigger one, but it didn't work. And I think it's because I'm actually logged in as Grandpa's Random Reviews on. I've got it over there on the laptop. Which remote? See, there's that camera. I've got it sitting over there behind me. Oh, ooh, I'm zoomed way in, aren't I? There we go. Having to wear the Pro Bass Shop hat today because I washed my Under Armour hat. It is soaking wet. I put it in the dishwasher last night on one of the little hat holders. It is soaked. And I've got another one that I'm going to put in the washer. But anyway, we're in the Bass Pro Shop. Where's that Bass Pro Shop hat? That is cool. I see your monitor. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I thought, that would be kind of cool. Um, well, anyway, that's that. I am going to. I was supposed to do something. Oh, well, too early for that. I have got two trail cams, some headphones, a tent. Honestly, the headphones is going to get done today. Oh, ink. The headphones is going to get done today, and the ink's going to get done today. But the trail cams from the tent is hot out there. Anyway, I'm going to get busy, y'all. If y'all want to go check out the Prime Days, you can save some money. That's true. If you got money to spend and you're going to buy something, you might as well do it today or tomorrow. I think it runs tomorrow too. But today I know for sure. Anyway, I'm out. I appreciate everyone watching. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Pork Chop, thanks for being here. I hope you're getting everything straightened up down at your casa. Hope everybody gets your power restored. If y'all are, if y'all are into praying and stuff like that, people down in the South Texas, Houston area, some of them may still be without power. A lot of people without power. There was. I bet there still is. Anyway, you'll keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and everybody that needs it might mention them in your prayers. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Appreciate you watching. Thanks, Pork Chop, for being here. And some are still without power. Yes, it's hot. It's hot up here, but the humidity down South Texas, well, any coastal area would be horrible. I think it'd be a good time to take a winter, a summer vacation to Colorado, where it's 60s and 70s and 80s. The heat of the day, probably 70s. Anyhow, I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and y'all be safe out there. Bye.